Hello, Rizwana. Good evening.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. How are you, Aysha?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing today?
Very well.
Okay. So we'll start off with a little bit of our intro. I am Aysha Shaikh. I am a project manager at an edtech organization and with about 7 years of experience and also a consultant trainer at On-Time Training and Consultancy. And we are here today to celebrate Rizwana Rehman's success story. She has achieved a tremendous success, achieving above all targets in all of the domains in her CAPM exam. And without further delay, we'll get into Rizwana's intro, and then we'll have some questions for her, just deep diving into how she managed to achieve above target in her first attempt at CAPM. So over to you, Rizwana. Just a brief intro about yourself.
Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing well today. This is Rizwana Rehman. By qualification, I'm MPhil in Business Administration, and for last 8 years, I'm serving in a digital imaging company as a project and commercial manager. And recently, I have just done with my CAPM with scoring all above targets in all domains.
Okay. Rizwana, before we even deep dive into how you went about the exam and everything, what was your motivation? What was your motivation in taking up this initiative and, just what inspired you to get the certification?
I opted for the CAPM to strengthen my project management foundation through a globally recognized certification. Though I have worked in commercial and project management department, I realized that while experience is valuable, but aligning with PMI's standardized framework adds immense credibility and ensures best practices are being constantly applied. And the CAPM gave me not only the theoretical framework, but also the practical tools to approach projects more strategically. And whether it's a scope definition, risk management, or stakeholders engagement, I guess CAPM is now helping me a lot.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. And if we talk about the time that you had to dedicate to your studies, right from, the training hours to your self-study, what was your experience like? What would you suggest to other aspirants that how much time do they dedicate overall, and how much time do they dedicate on a daily basis?
Well, I started my preparation with OTTC training program in May and continued through June. And then I focused on revision and practice test in July and August. I appeared for the exams on September 8th. So for me, it took almost 3 to 4 months of structured preparation. And I have gave almost, I was very consistent in my preparation, and I have given almost 2 to 3 hours daily in which I revisits all your lectures, all the previous recordings, and as well as the mock tests. So I
And
dedicate 5 to 6 days and 2 to 3 hours per week, per
okay.
day.
And let me add to the fact that you are a working professional. So, along with your work, you dedicated your time, this much time to your exam prep. Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. And when a lot of people ask about the application process itself, could you describe what the CAPM exam application process was like for you, and how did you go about it?
The PMI approval process was easier than I expected, to be very honest. The PMI system is simple and transparent. As long as you have your 23 hours PDUs.
Rizwana, in your opinion, what was the value that that mentorship brought in your CAPM journey and the value added by the on-time training and consultancy training program itself?
Honestly, the value my mentor, Aysha, you and on-time training program added to my CAPM journey is truly immeasurable. Aysha's your mentorship went far beyond simply teaching concepts. She provided clarity, structure, and clear roadmap for how to approach the exam with confidence instead of studying aimlessly. I learned how to focus on high-yield topics, manage my time effectively, and apply knowledge in real-world scenarios. The OTTC training program itself was comprehensive and practical, blending theory with exam strategies, mock test, and real-life project management insights. But what stood out most for me was the consistent guidance, regular follow-ups, and smooth system which transformed the entire preparation into a focus and a motivating experience. The combination of
I
mentorship
think
by
that's
Aysha and structured preparation gave me the confidence and discipline to achieve all 480s in all domains in my first attempt. And I would like to give it to you, Aysha, because your consistent motivation and guidance helped me a lot.
Thank you so much, Rizwana. That actually means so much because this is what we promise at OTTC. There is a plethora of material out there. So many different training programs, so many resources to look into. But the value addition or the USP of OTTC is that we follow through. We keep you That's our primary objective, to keep you motivated and act as an accountability partner for you, because that's we are humans and we tend to lose motivation. We tend to get engaged in other activities and just sometimes get into procrastination and stuff. But that's the value that we provide, so thank you. But again, I'm not going to take the credit. You've been working very, very hard on it. I'm really very proud of your effort. We covered several questions, and I was going to ask you about, how did you find the quality of the CAPM material that was provided to you? And how did it help you in preparing for the exam?
Though Aisha, I have consulted number of resources for my preparation, but I found the preparation material provided by Aisha and OTTC to be extremely high quality. It wasn't just theory, it was structured in a way that made learning easier. The live lectures by Aisha helped me to interact and clear doubts with Aisha instantly, while the recorded sessions allow me to revisit concepts at my own pace. The slides were very clear and summarize the PM walk concepts effectively. On the other hand, the mock test and the practice test given by you build up the confidence to handle the real exam scenarios. Besides that, Aisha has also provided us with the terminologies. I guess there were more than 200 to 250 terminologies with definitions. So overall, it was a complete package that ensured that the students or I was well prepared.
Yeah, thank you, Rizwana. And before we move on to the next set of questions, for our audience, I just wanted to give some chunks of information that the CAPM syllabus, what we call the examination content outline, is consists of 4 domains. The 4 domains being the core project management fundamental concepts, which comprises 36% of the exam. The second domain is predictive or plan-based methodologies that comprises 17% of the exam. And the third domain is agile frameworks and methodologies that comprises about 20% of the exam questions. And finally, the fourth domain, which is the business analysis framework, which comprises the 27% of the exam questions in terms of weightage. And I believe there are 150 questions in all, and 135 out of 150 questions are scored, and about 15 questions are pre-test questions. And pre-test questions are those which appear in the exam. They are randomly ingrained within the exam, and we are not aware if you know which of the 15 out of the 150 are pre-test ones, but they don't get scored, right? So there are 15 questions that maybe you'll find in between the exam. There's no mark, no indication whether they're pre-test or not, but they're not scored. And this is a common practice with many certification exams, even outside of the PMI framework. A lot of exam test you this way. And the duration of the exam itself is 3 hours with a 10-minute break in between, right? So with that, we'll move to our next set of questions. And now, after you've accomplished the certification itself, what are your thoughts about the return on investment of the certification? How do you think how do you visualize that it's going to add value to your profile?
Very good
And if
question,
it's
I would
worth
say.
it.
Yes. The ROI on CAPM comes from both immediate and long-term benefits. Immediately, it validates your project management knowledge with a globally recognized PMI certification, which enhances your credibility, no doubt, in the job market, and can open up the new opportunities, career opportunities also. In the workplace, on the other hand, it helps you to apply the standardized practices leading to a better project efficiency, reduced risk, and a stronger stakeholder satisfaction. In the long run, the CAPM becomes a foundation for your career growth towards PMP or advanced roles, ensuring continuous professional development. In short, the investment pays off for the improving both your personal career trajectory as well as your value you deliver to the organization.
I think that's a great response, and it pretty much clarifies for our audience the kind of returns and the timeline of the returns that they should expect, right? And how do you think that the professional market itself welcomes CAPM certified professionals?
The market welcomes CAPM certified professionals as they bring globally recognized project management standards and structured approaches, which is actually the need of the time. And it also sets you apart, builds your credibility, and positions you as a reliable contributor, not only towards your organization, but overall towards overall economy.
Yes, I agree. I agree to all of that. And so, what are your future plans? CAPM accomplished. What's your next target, Rizwana?
CAPM, to be very honest, is a first step. It's a stepping stone in this industry. And after CAPM, my next goal is definitely the PMP. And I am actually thinking about to prepare for it. And inshallah ta'ala, I will select OTTC for that too. Because I know your approach towards exam is now I'm very much familiar with your approach. And I'm excited to build on that by moving towards PMP to further strengthen my project management expertise, inshallah.
And we are ready to support you whenever you are ready to get on board. Okay. And finally, we come to the last piece. And I want this response for you to respond it in a very candid, open manner, and just share your experience, your personalized experience, and it could be different from every other candidate's experience. So what is your final advice to the aspirants who want to who are currently pursuing or looking up to pursue the CAPM credential? What's your advice?
Aisha, my father used to say one शेर, and I want to quote it. He used to say me कि उठ बांध कदम क्या डरता है फिर देख खुदा क्या करता है. And मुझे लगता है कि अगर आपको यकीन हो जाए ना कि आप कर सकते हो तो यकीन जानो आप कर जाते हो. So
We may have international audience, so could you just,
yes.
yes.
My advice to CAPM aspirants is to first believe in yourself, because your self-confidence and determination are your biggest assets. The journey may feel overwhelming at times, but consistency and a clear strategy will take you through. Don't just aim to pass the exam. Aim to truly understand the concepts and how they connect to the real projects. Make a solid study plan, practice with the mocks, and trust the process. Remember, every expert was once a beginner, and with the focus, discipline, right mindset, and the right guidance, you can absolutely achieve the milestones and open the door to the biggest opportunities.
Spoken like a true professional. Thank you so much, Rizwana. If the participants have any questions, they can, just unmute themselves and feel free to put forward any questions for Rizwana. Okay, looks like we do not have a lot of questions. That's a good thing, maybe, because you have comprehensively covered everything. So with that, we are going to end today's session, Rizwana. And we pray and hope that this certification brings you future success. And we are here to support you. The support is ongoing at OTTC. And with that, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so very much for acknowledging it, Aysha, and God bless you and your whole team. You guys are doing great job, I must say.
Thank you. Bye-bye.